Hi guys, it's Cyprus National Day today, so I thought I'd talk a little bit to you about Cyprus. Cyprus is here, at the eastern end of the Mediterranean Sea. Africa's here, the Middle East here, Syria. To the north we have Turkey. So that's where we are in the world. If we go to a smaller map, you can see that there is a UN buffer zone between the Turkish occupied north of Cyprus and the government controlled area, the Greek Cypriot area of Cyprus. The capital is Nicosia, and it's a divided city. Half of it's in the north, and half of it's in the south. In the south, we have, it says Akrotiri here, but it's more accurately described as Episcopi. Akrotiri is a British military base there, and also in this area around here, there's a large air base which currently hosts RAF Typhoons. I live in this area here, around here somewhere, in another military base, which is called Decalia, and this used to be the theatre reserved for Afghanistan. I don't know what they do now, but there's still a lot of soldiers there. This little pocket here near Famagusta is called Ias Nikolaos, and it's a super secret NSA spy base. It's paid for by the Americans, but run by the British, RAF, and also Army signals. It's a listening station, and who knows what else they do there. They open all their emails first and all that, I guess. The same story as everywhere else. Okay, so if we have a look at the job situation, a useful resource for Europeans is a website called EURES, EURES. I believe it stands for European Union Residents. Well, I'm not sure. If we click on here, it brings up this site. It's also where employers post jobs, I guess, but we're more interested in this job seekers thing. So we click there. Nothing happens. Try again. I'll find the job, I see. Find the job. Okay, so if we click on Cyprus, where I am, it says there's 2,917 jobs. When I looked earlier on, it was 2,918, so someone's got a job. Well done. Click on there. Select the language, English. And I've looked at a couple of these jobs previously this morning, so you'll see they're highlighted in a kind of maroon or cerise colour. If I open all the filters, now I've no idea about accommodation and food services jobs, or manufacturing or construction. I was more a scientific and technical kind of guy. So if we filter on that, you can see I've looked at this one. You'll notice that most of the titles of the jobs are in Greek. The two languages in Cyprus are Greek and Turkish. That's the official languages. Everyone thinks English is an official language, but it isn't. Although most people here speak a bit of English, some of them better than me. So if we go down and look, let's look at the first one that shocked me. Maybe it's the one that's gone. I doubt it though. I think it was here. Sure, this shocked me. An architect. We open this up. It's all in Greek, so that this usually signifies that the employer would prefer a local person or someone who speaks Greek. Now this is the shocking part. Salary, €650 per month. The average rent here is about €500 per month, depending, of course, what you rent. I mean, the rentals can go up to the thousands per month. So how a family would be expected to survive on €650 per month, I have got no idea. If we go back to the search, I'll show you another very interesting one. Flight instructor for an aircraft pilot. We click on this. Bearing in mind this is for an instructor. We don't care about we know what pilots do and we know what instructor pilots do, so we'll let you read that under your own steam. The salary is €1,200 per month. I would be a bit concerned about flying with anyone who's a pilot who is on €1,200 per month. That's just over $1,300 per month. I would suggest that most pilots in the USA and the rest of Europe, they wouldn't get out of bed for €1,200 per month. I may be wrong, but I don't think so. The situation in Cyprus, employment-wise, is that it's a holiday island, and for 6 months of the year, most of the people are unemployed, and they get money from the government. If you come here from another country, you have to work for 2 years before you receive anything from the government, and it takes a very, very long time for the government to pay you in the winter time. Sometimes people are back at work the following summer before they receive any money, because the people who do the administration of paying the money are absolutely overwhelmed by the numbers of people who are unemployed in the winter time. In the summertime there's almost full employment. But it's a sad way to run an economy in my view. The country is essentially closed for 6 months of the year. It's a waste of human capital, and such a shame. You can see, I haven't looked at this geologist job. I guess they're predicting earthquakes and stuff. It's €1,250 per month. I believe the minimum salary is supposed to be 900, but they don't abide by these rules. Safe to say that the salaries here are very, very poor, and I don't know how people survive, to be honest with you. Yeah, obviously the country has to run, so the only people really, well, not the only people, but the majority of the people who work 12 months of the year are government workers. And at the last count, 48% of the workforce work for the government. Of course, that means that the other 52% pay for that. It's similar to other European countries, as I understand it. Similar to Northern Ireland, for example, Scotland, where everybody works for the government. Who knows what they do, but that's the story of it. So a government job here in Cyprus typically pays 3 times the amount that a private sector job pays. They're heavily unionised. There's not that many strikes because the unions are so powerful that usually they win with just a threat of a strike. That's why their salaries are so high and their working conditions are also fantastic. Many of them finish at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and go to the beach. So they do okay, the government workers, but ain't that the same everywhere? I guess so. Anyway, guys, you can look at this site yourself at your leisure, EU Res, and see what you think. Some of the salaries for some jobs are crazy, like €300 a month. Sometimes these are live-in jobs where you'll receive food and accommodation. These are typically for third country nationals who come from Nepal, the Philippines, Vietnam, places like that. Okay, guys, I hope you learned a little bit about Cyprus. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.